I know the exact reason why you're not a profitable trader, and simply because you're giving yourself too much time. You have no urgency, none. Like, that is such a big problem. Like, if you are not an urgent person, you're going to fail, and that's a very dangerous thing if you don't have a sense of urgency. But I can guarantee you that's exactly why you're not a profitable trader yet. Because you had a sense of urgency and you wanted it so bad, and you were scared that something was gonna happen if you didn't get it, you would have it. And so a lack of sense of urgency is exactly why you're not a profitable trader. And I had that same mindset. I used to be so unurgent, right? I thought I had everything fine, you know, and it almost ruined my life. It genuinely almost ruined my life. I used to be a person that just wanted to be average. Like, I thought that if I just did enough, like, I just wanted to be average. I just didn't want to be below average, but average was enough for me. And I had no sense of urgency to want to be above average. But once I understood Parkinson's law, that's when everything changed in my life, and I was actually able to see progress in my trading and progress in my life. And now I live the life that I do now. I'm able to travel when I want. I'm a full-time trader at the age of 20. And it's because of this Parkinson's law, and that's exactly what I'm gonna show you in this video. And by the end of it, you are going to have urgency in you. You're gonna have this steam inside of you that just wants to get to it. Like, you're gonna put in the most amount of effort you've ever put in your life, which is gonna result in you making the most amount of progress you've ever seen on the charts ever, compared to anybody that you know. You're gonna outwork everybody if you stay to this end of the video and actually pay attention, so that I can teach you exactly what Parkinson's law is and actually how to execute on Parkinson's law, because it's very, very powerful if executed correctly. So let's go ahead and start, with what you're doing wrong. And once we can understand what you're doing wrong, what your fuck ups are, then we can actually understand how to utilize Parkinson's law. You're not spreading yourself thin enough, right? What you're doing is, let's just use the example of back testing. You're giving yourself 2 weeks to do 10 hours of back testing when it should never be like that. You're saying, oh, well, I have time to back test. I can wake up a little bit later in the morning. I don't have to have as long as a pre-market routine. Like, it'll just be fun. Like, I have so much time. Like, I know that trading just takes so long to learn and be profitable, and it's just a fucking lie. These people around you are telling you that you have time because they want to comfort you. Let's use your parents, for example. Your parents are always gonna say, oh, you're young, you have so much time, you have to worry about this. If you listen to that, dude, you're going to lose. The reason that they're telling this is not because they want you to be behind, it's because they want you to be comfortable and they want you to be safe. But safe isn't always the good thing. And if you have safety inside of you but no urgency, you will be a soft little bitch. And it's the truth. You're not spreading yourself thin enough. That's exactly where you're fucking up. You're giving yourself way too much time. You give yourself a 5-hour studying session, and you're spreading that across 5 days, and you're doing an hour a day. What if you were able to double that? How much progress you'd actually make if you had urgency? If you had urgency. And that's exactly what I started doing, was let's spread myself a lot more thin. This is exactly what you need to do. You need to jam-pack your day. You need to have so much on your plate where you wake up in the morning and you're like, fuck, there's no way I'm getting all this done. There's absolutely no way. But you're going to get it done because you assigned if you have discipline. Now, you need to have discipline to be able to do this. You need to have discipline to be able to get all the things that you assign yourself done. So if you're a disciplined person, but the only thing that you're maybe missing is that motivation or that urgency, you're perfect for this. Parkinson's law. You are absolutely going to steamroll everybody. So instead of let's use an example of like a day. Let's say your day is you wake up, and this is a bullshit day. You wake up maybe about 15 minutes before market open. You trade, you get off the market, and maybe you just journal for about 5 minutes, and then you go to work, or let's just say you go to the gym, 30 minutes in the gym. And then you come back, maybe you scroll reels a little bit, you have dinner with your family, and then maybe you study the charts, you back test for about 30 minutes to an hour, then you go to bed and you do it again. You're gonna fucking lose every time. But if you start spreading yourself way thinner, not giving yourself time to breathe, you are going to get so much more stuff done. In that entire day, now let's rework that day under Parkinson's law, because here's exactly what Parkinson's law is. I'm gonna be very, very clear when I say this. Work expands in the time you give it. Okay? Work expands in the time that you give it. Meaning, if you have the same amount of time frame, okay, let's say 7 days. You have 7 days. And you assign yourself just a little bit through the 7 days, it's going to take way longer to be able to get that stuff done. But what you can do with Parkinson's law is never give yourself a chance to breathe. You assign yourself a month's worth of work inside of the 7 days. I guarantee you it gets done because you have a deadline. And work expands the time you give it. Okay, so that work is going to be able to, it's not going to be able to expand because it's jam-packed. But if you give yourself just a little bit, it's going to take you fucking 7 days when it could have only took you a day. And it's the same thing of like you assign yourself a month's worth of work inside of 7 days. So here's how your day should look. You wake up 30 minutes, an hour before market open, you execute a pre-market routine, you meditate, you assign yourself a focus and build a game plan for that trading session. You trade, you journal for 45 minutes. You track every single one of your metrics. You track exactly how you feel, how you felt before the trade, how you felt during it, how you felt after, what you did good, what you can do bad, and create a new plan going into the next day. Okay? Now you go to the gym and you go for 2 hours. You go harder than ever. You double that. You go for 2 hours. Okay? You get back. You study. You watch some sort of YouTube video, some sort of content to actually help you be a better trader, right? And then you go on the rest of the day, another workout. It could be an outdoor workout. It could be a run. You're building discipline. Or it could be in the gym again. But you can do another one because, again, work expands in the time you give it. So if you give yourself so much work, you're going to get so much more done. If you give less, it's going to take way longer over that 7 days. And you're not going to end up making as much progress. And then you backtest for 4 hours. Backtest for 3 hours. Okay? Whatever it is. I hope you guys are getting the point here. It's give yourself way too much than you can even handle because me doing that has given me the ability to build my dream life. My days are jam-packed to this day. Not only when I was in your situation, but they still are to this day. I don't give myself time to breathe. Ask anybody that knows me. They say, oh my gosh, like they think I'm a fucking psychopath because I don't stop. Because that's what got me to where I'm at today. And why would I go away from a proven system and a winning system? You throw shit at the wall until it sticks. Parkinson's law stuck. I started giving myself too much to handle and I ended up getting it done because if I know that I gave myself less to do in a certain window of time, the work is going to expand and I'm going to end up getting less done in 7 days than my competition. It's the same way that you need to think. I'm going to beat you every single day if you do not adapt Parkinson's law, if you don't understand it. So that's what you need to start doing. Like, dude, I get so much more work done because I just give myself too much to handle. And let's say for some reason I don't complete it. That's okay because I still got more work done than I would have if I didn't assign myself that much to do. We can go back to this example of backtesting. Let's say you say, okay, I want to backtest for 5 hours throughout the week. That 5 hours is going to be spread so wide and you only got 5 done by the end of the week. But if you say, okay, I'm going to push myself, I'm going to double it, 10 fucking hours. 10 hours. Let's say even you only get 8 hours done in that 7 days. You still got 8 done compared to the 5 because you over-assigned yourself. Do it and you're going to be able to live your dream life. I wouldn't trade anything for my dream life right now. So if that sounds like, and it's so worth it to me over, you know, putting way too much on my plate, spreading myself thin, not being able to breathe, that's what you have to do. You're going to be able to become a profitable trader. You're going to be able to give back to your parents. You're going to be able to travel when you want. You're not going to have to go to that shitty 9 to 5 anymore if you just over-assign yourself. It's that easy. It's that easy. I never thought that I'd be here. By the way, it's fucking, what time is it? It's 2:14 on a fucking Sunday and I'm sitting here, I just get to film a YouTube video. You could have this freedom as well. It's like, guys, you just have to want it bad enough and have this urgency. I know you can do it, and the reason I know that is because you clicked on this video, because if you knew you didn't, you wouldn't have clicked on this video. You're right there. You just have to make this one change. Start over-assigning yourself. This is what I tell all of my students. Okay, that's what I tell all my students, and that's why my students fucking win. One of my students, Landon, just requested, he just got paid out $27,000 today. That fucker puts in the work. Because if he didn't put in the work, he wouldn't have gotten that. Because he has a sense of urgency. That's what I work with on not only me, and not only my friends and people around me, and I try and rub that off on them, but my students as well. And that's exactly why my students win. If you want to be able to adapt this mindset and much more different laws and theories that I have that I, talk about to them and, keep to myself as well, you can click the first link in the description to apply for my one-on-one mentorship if that's something that you are interested in. But, other than that, focus up. Have some urgency. Understand Parkinson's law. Over fucking assign yourself and watch you get rich as fuck and become a profitable trader in no time.